weekly arena stream. It's Tuesday night. We're playing the Pawnda Rapid Arena tonight, alternating between Blitz and Rapid every week. This week it is Rapid. It is our 16th ever. Our 16th ever. Yes, I'm trying to say this. Pawnda Arena. Sorry, my attention is a little bit. lichess.org. I got to ask everybody, if you're interested in playing in our arena, where is our arena? Here it is. Let me throw the link out there. If you're interested in playing in our arena, it's only Baleful and I so far. It's like a 2-player match. I will give you guys the link, and JCS, thanks for being here. I know it's early for you. Paste. Yeah, just don't go to those countries where... Look, man, I went on the street with a beard the other day. The police officer stopped me. And then when I asked if I should throw out the beer, he was like, no, just don't do it again, you know? So he didn't even, force me to throw out, even though I'm, drinking a beer illegally on the street. He didn't even, force me to throw it away. Wouldn't want to waste a good... You wouldn't want to waste a good beer here in Eastern Europe, Eastern Central Europe. So, you got to be careful what country you pick there, JCS. Kind of mixing the chat with the stream here. All right, speaking of good beer, got this. This is a big one. The greatest thing about living in Europe is the larger beer bottles. This is, what is it, half liter. So, the metric system, JCS. Metric system is enough reason to move to another country, but be very careful where you go. I don't recommend, the juice box wizard system. Okay, so, we're getting ready here. 5 viewers. Crushing it with 5 viewers. Here's the tournament. What's up, guys? PSG Soccer Rook. Baleful thus far. Someone on sound? What's up, man? You quit your job or something? Or are you traveling as well? You don't recommend the Balkans unless you already have money. It's a hell to earn money there. Yeah. I can see that. That's a good philosophy. Get a job somewhere in the West that you can do like I do. I'm a chess teacher. Get a job you can get paid in Western money and then live in the Balkans or in Eastern Europe or something like that. It's a good system. All right, we're keeping you company while I work. People are constantly asking me our most common stream question. Wow, what made you move to Hungary? Orange man bad. That's my new answer. A good way to get out of jury duty for sure. JCS. Mr. Coffee. You leave early, I take it, for work. Mr. Coffee should get what are we going to get him a job where he has to go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning or something. 6. Then he can be a moderator right before we start the stream. What time do you have to head to work, Mr. Coffee? All right, guys. Better than you think. How about Lagos? All right. Nigeria is looking like an up-and-coming place now, JCS. Yeah, you go in at 7 a.m. Mr. Coffee's... You can get a job delivering newspapers. What time do they go out? 5 o'clock in the morning? You could deliver newspapers, and I hated that when I was in high school. Junior high, I had a job for a year delivering newspapers. The worst was like waking up super early in the morning. All right. But let's get started. We've got 10 minutes till the tournament starts. Sparkle Horse, PSG. Just PSG. It's just much easier to say that than try to say the whole word. So I played a couple games yesterday, Mr. Coffee. My rapid, what is the K factor or whatever? What do you call that? The one, I've got to get it under 103 or whatever to have a real rating again. It's like 103. Is that right? It has to be like under 100 or something. The RD rating, is it differential? All right, whatever. Yeah, someone on sound knows the math too. He's not only into computers, he knows math as well. Under 110. Okay, so I'm at 113. I wonder why like nobody respects correspondence chess on lichess. You know how you have like the lists of why do they have a correspondence rating system? They have like the lists of like top players. They literally list everything. I'm surprised they don't list like problems or something. But no correspondence ratings. Like, is correspondence... I mean, I don't really respect, like, normal correspondence. But at the same time, why even have a rating system for it if they're not going to respect it enough to, like, put it in the best lists or whatever? Seems kind of weird. All right. Early morning meeting. I love those the best. Rating deviation. No problem at all. No problem at all getting here. Apparently I made a mistake when I posted on Facebook that I was coming to Hungary. I didn't think anybody would even pay attention or care. But apparently the opponent's team, one of the players of my opponent's team, my opposing team, was in my Facebook. And he noticed that I was coming and he like warned his team and they got like their best player to play because of that. Unbeknownst to anybody. I didn't think like anybody would care. You got Slaggie's alert while listening to Land of the Unicorns. Whatever that is. It sounds good. I get the joke. I totally get the joke. Sparkle Horse, Unicorns, My Little Pony. We get it. Mr. Coffee. What the heck are you guys talking about? It sounds like a Bob topic. All right, let's get some players in there because we only have 7 minutes till we start. Oh, guys, if you want to join the, I don't know, like no problem at all. Does anybody want to join the Pawnda and Horses team? You gotta send, a request to join the team, play in the tournament. Asterbait, where are you? Are you guys like in another tournament or something? Or Asterbait, are you not playing because it's so early in the morning there or something? You're not allowed? His roommate doesn't let him or something. Steam Express is challenging me, but we're playing a tournament. Steam Express. We're not doing 7+3. We're playing a 7+3 rapid. You have to join the Pawnda and Horses arena and join the Pawnda and Horses team and actually join our arena. Mr. Coffee, can you throw up the link? Can you trigger that? Should I do Tuesday exclam? That doesn't work. Is it like exclam Tuesday? I'm hopeless. There it is. It worked. Exclam. Triple exclam. Can't play rapid. Gladys Troll can't play rapid. Oh, did I do that? Yeah. I can change that. Good call. Yeah, that is dumb. I thought that looked weird. Man, that's funny that you noticed that. It's funny that I didn't realize. I mean, I realized it looked weird, but it didn't really put it together. I mean, it looks almost the same. Thanks for pointing that out. Very important. Very important, Anonymous. Can we get some more players? Because this is kind of embarrassing. To like make it open or something. Olivera. I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying to adjust the time difference, 6 hours. Our 16th annual whatever. Guys, you got to join the club to play in the tournament. Because that's our system here. Like it or not. Someone sounds someone who travels a lot yourself. You know. 15 milligrams of melatonin seems to be like the starting point for me. Some people are more sensitive to it than others, but I was taking like 10 milligrams and it didn't do anything. Bob said 5. But actually, I don't find it had any help. Had any effect until 15 milligrams. Gummies. Yeah, everybody's different, it seems. You know, some people say like they're very sensitive to melatonin. The Senior World Championship started today? Seriously? In chess or bowling? Really? Are you sure? That sounds right, actually. That sounds right, because I had a friend of mine playing. There was one in Czech Republic a couple years ago. It was just this time of year. That may be correct. I used to play poker in Prague, and they had the Senior World Championship around the same time in Marienbad, like 2 years ago. My only chance to become a grandmaster looks like, you know, unless I win like, I don't know, $1 million in the lotto. If I won like, I just randomly got $1 million, I would probably just start playing like every tournament and stop working for a year or two. Then I could get the GM title. I'll bet you anything, like if someone just randomly gave me $1 million, I would become a grandmaster. All right, Mr. Coffee. Hope to see you there. All I need is like, you know, just not to have to work for 2 or 3 years. And have money, you know, not to just be a total, you know, loser sitting around, and have the money to pay to like travel wherever I wanted. And I think I could do it. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I would get distracted. It'd just be too tempting to play poker and drink a lot or something. Sparkle Horse PSG Rook. Where is everybody? Come on, guys. We've only got 4 players and 2 minutes till we start. Happy fun time. Yeah, there was a story about a guy who mugged the same lady in Manchester. He just went to jail for 7 years. He mugged the same old lady twice. Easy. Banks are a little tougher. Anonymous. Synonymous. Mr. Happy, yeah, I was asking my friend about Ambien because he takes that. That's what Roseanne basically blamed everything on, why she lost her television show. Everything bad that came out of her mouth and her Twitter account was caused by Ambien. I don't know. At least like you can blame like the murders you commit and stuff on Ambien. All right. So let's get started. I guess we only have 4 players. Am I supposed to let somebody into the... Let me check. Maybe I'm missing you guys. I do have somebody trying to join. I'm sorry. Olivera, I thought you were already in the team. So Olivera, Lucas, you can join now if you're listening. You got 45 seconds to get in there. I just let you in the tournament. Sounds like Mr. Happy has some issues with substance abuse. I do not condone it. But I am having a beer right now. Your tactics level goes down 2,000 points. At least you have an excuse on paper, WJ Loof. Good to see you, by the way. Double round robin. Mr. Coffee's already thinking like tournament director. Yeah, if this was a Grandmaster tournament, we could have a double round robin. I played in those. No, we need 6 players. Basically, we need 6 players. 5's not enough. PSG Soccer Rook. He just never listens. He's berserking, even though we told him not to do that. He's back to his true hippo self. The collie system versus the hippo. Whatever. Let's get some tournaments with players. Do we have any more players to join said tournament? You guys have to join the group. The team. Take it for the team. Interesting move now. C5. Allowing possible A5. Encrosion. Encrosion. I made up a word. Encrosion. I think I was trying to say like encroachment. That's cool though. It sounds kind of cool. Encrosion. I really don't feel like thinking yet. Too early. Too early for thinking. To play this positionally, I mean, I really need to keep it closed. He's not even like thinking about his moves. Pawn takes pawn. So the object is to move as fast as humanly possible. Encroachments. I don't really see a better way to do this. Asabi, we are live. Why are you not in the tournament? I don't know. Apparently he doesn't need any time. It's funny that PSG likes our stream because he plays mostly bullet. That's the antithesis. But it's cool. The antithesis of my stream is the bullet chess. Alright, what do I have here? Nothing, basically. I don't like this a lot. I'll be honest. Not super thrilled about this position. The Fast and the Furious. I definitely wasn't prepared for this struggle. Speaking of struggle, the struggle is real. I was not prepared mentally for this game, for this type of psychological warfare. I told you guys the time that I lost against Sebe Attila, where he had 2 minutes to my 15 in rapid chess. It's just too hard mentally to deal with that. Hopefully he plays for a win here. Good luck with that. But I was lost. You see, that's the other thing. Like, okay, he ends up getting a draw because he played so fast, but he also could have won if he had taken his time. He would have found the winning move. So I don't know. At what point do you slow down and you start, once you've totally freaked out your opponent and you've made him play badly by bum rushing him, like you said, when do you know to slow down and stop making instantaneous moves? It's kind of difficult to understand. Anyway, all right. Not a good game by me, at least, and I think not a good game by him because he did have wins. I'm sure. Very sloppy. That's why I don't like. I got a message here. Very sloppy. That's why I don't like bullet chess. I think there's a lot of garbage games. Chess Tariq would like to join the team. All right, let him in. Let him in. We're short of players. If you guys cheat or anything like that, we will remove you from the team. So no computers. But everybody knows that anyway. All right. But I'm going to have to send messages to get people to know about this tournament. King G7, it like loses by force, doesn't it? Well, no, you just repeat. I force a trade of queens, dude. Queen e5 check, king h6, queen e3 check, queen e3, rook e3, d2, rook d3, bishop b4, bishop g2, resigns. And black loses. So, no, it's not a good idea. Your d-pawn isn't strong enough, Like, I'm going to trade off the white square bishop by force and then walk my king over. And you're probably lost. Because the rook my king will blockade the pawn. No, it's not a good idea. Getting challenged by another random player here. But I am... Let me refresh. Guys, if you join our chat, you're welcome to participate in the tournament. It's Acerbate's birthday. Seriously? Did he say that? Are we live? He said, are we live? Yes, Asterbate. Then nothing. Cheers. Where did you get that it was his birthday? So WJ Loof is taking someone on Sound's opening advice. The Albin. Actually, the Albin is surprisingly difficult. Oh, his is on the 10th. I went to the bank in Hungary today, and the manager who helped me with the accounts, she was like born on the exact same day and the exact same year as me. Like, I gave her my ID card to, like, enter the information. She's like, yeah, we're born on the same day. Is that weird? How often do you meet someone that was born on the same day as you? I can't remember the last time that happened. Weird. Mr. Coffee's still here. I'm sorry Mr. Coffee can't play. So, Asterbate, are you busy with the birthday party? Too busy to play, or you just don't play at 4 o'clock in the morning? Warnaki, anybody else want to join the tournament here? I'm going to need to advertise this tournament more because we don't have enough players. It's worse than it was before. So, Mr. Coffee, we have to get on some sort of, and JCS, we have to get on some kind of advertising campaign. Alright, so we got a new game. Happy Fun Times. Who is low rated, right? You're supposed to be 800. Isn't that it? Did we play? We didn't play. It's a hard time to play. Understandable. How much do ads on Facebook cost? I thought you worked for the Russian troll farm. How could you win the next game in 15 seconds? How could you even get a game in 15 seconds? It took me like a minute. We only have 10 players, and how come you could get a game and I couldn't? Well, for 800, he's playing the opening pretty well so far. Kind of a Exchange Queen's Gambit reversed. My first rating was 12. What did I say? 1275. Obviously, we didn't have internet chess back then. But pretty logical setup for white. Take your time. Your best rapid game? How'd you do? All right. Keep a box of 5. 5 what? I'm missing half the conversation. So what's up, guys? So Mr. Huffy says the world of floppies. Floppies. Speaking of old computers. Bishop G5. It's sort of in the air there. Doesn't necessarily really contribute since it doesn't attack anything. I talked about my Apple IIc computer. It's in the storage unit. Complete with Chessmaster 2000. I always toyed the idea of playing that on the stream. The 80s chess program. Battling an 80s chess program live. I used to like to play engines until they got too good. You should try it, yeah. You would love it here in Budapest. Get the English football fans constantly causing problems. I mean, G4 is kind of weakening. How many of you would have played King takes E7? Raise your hand. Can we do that? Can we get a feature where people can raise their hands? It's like a vote. It's different, though. You know, it's not like voting. Raise your hands. The football fans of Budapest are the worst. Cheap flights. People come in. And they're just disruptive. So, Happy Fun Times, not really playing like an 800 so far. Bishop B5 particularly. That's a pretty good Nimzovician move, I would say. It may involve risk, but still, you're better than 800. I don't know. Yet to make a blunder. We need Arsenal fan. Where's he? Take care, Mr. Coffee. Yeah, screaming English football fans at 4 o'clock in the morning on your street, right outside. G5 keeping it closed. I don't think the fun times is 800. Dude, how many games that's based on 70 games? I don't know about this. Which way do I take? It doesn't really matter about the diagonal anymore. This rating is suspicious. Normally I wouldn't accept, we did warn you, normally I wouldn't accept people with less than 100 games. You better not play like you're 1800. So far you are. Maybe I should play f6. Sort of double-edged, but it controls e5. Uh-oh. Someone on sound will be glad to analyze that for you. If it's a gambit opening. Interesting move now. He just ignores the threat against g5. He's also pretty fast. Don't seem 800. Now maybe you just drop entire queens and stuff like that. That's the reason you're 800. But other than that, I mean, unless you're going to be like dropping your queen or rook or major pieces here. So far you've played pretty well positionally. I mean, obviously g4 was a weakening move. It's not easy to be 800. You basically have to make constant mistakes. Sacrificing my queen for the most insignificant pawn on the board. What are you talking about? Arsenal fan, we're just thinking of you. I was talking about obnoxious English football fans again, like I often do. Because JCS was lamenting the noise in his neighborhood. I said, try moving to Budapest with the English football tourists. Yeah, rook h5. I'm not sure this is even a good move. See f4. Inherently strong move. Now I do regret. I do slightly regret. White's play has something to it, you know. Even though it looks radical, there's something to this whole thing for White. The focus, you know. The amount of focus that he's showing on that central point and finding moves, you know, active moves. Almost dropped a piece there. Giving himself a chance to save the game. Something not 800 about this player. All right, we'll see how he does in his other games, but I'm not buying that. All right. Baleful is in first place. PSG Soccer Rook Marwa is in. Yaron is here. So we got some people sneaking in without checking in the chat, which is fine. Am I taking students again? Very logical play by White here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why I can't start taking students again. Take 2 and call me in the morning. I mean, I haven't, but I don't see why I couldn't, is what I'm trying to say. I just kind of got into the schedule, getting the schedule back. This play is so logical. 800. 800 my butt. Very positional style from Happy Fun Times, I would say. It's not really clear where my king should go. Maybe I can take it. Play like bishop. It's crazy. Take, king g6. Knight f3, bishop e4, knight e5 check, queen e5, pawn e5, bishop g2. something weird about this. Actually, this might not even be good for me. Yeah, the moves just keep coming. 800. This is the troll. JCS. This is the variation I talked about before. It's that guy, he's 800. This is on whatever, with an 800 account. Seriously? It's a serious accusation, Jim. I guess it's possible, though. Darn, didn't realize that. Oh well. We can kick him out. So he made up an account to pretend to be 800? That's pretty perverse. It's just, obviously he's not 800. Anybody could tell that. This is 70 games made up. He's playing like 1700 in this game. No, right. I mean, it's totally a fantasy. All right, where's the club? Unicorn has challenged me to something. Let's see. Where's my clubs, my teams? All right, I'll sit out and fix the team. Get this guy out of there. Joker. I thought he was seriously... I wasn't paying attention, Jim. I thought he was seriously 800. I thought he was real. I got confused. We've got to keep an eye on who we accept, who we don't accept. But we can kick them out. So just so you know, this guy is like a 2100 bullet player. What is he, 2000? 2100? A little even stronger, maybe. Alright, let's just pause. Back to tournament. Alright. Troll is doing his troll thing. He's on his 20th account now on lichess. At least. Alright, let's see. Thanks, Jim, for pointing it out. I forgot whatever we had decided. Coach manager. Horses of lichess. Pawnda and horses. Alright, 96 members. Let's see. Settings. Edit team. How do I get them out of the team? Mr. Coffee's still here? My teams. So I don't know how to modify this. Can we actually kick them out of the team? Are you sure that we can do that? Accept you in the team. Ah, somebody can accept you. I accept you. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm just trying to modify the team. Thanks for joining. What, poor Andre is in there. So how do I change? Admittance is decided. Once you join, you'll be eligible for all future tournaments. Once you join, I can't get you out. Settings. How do we kick someone out? Kick someone out of the team. Yeah. There it is. Person pretending to be an 800 player. Yeah, I don't know why we would ban you, because you've been trolling my stream for 2 years. Maybe that's the reason. Alright, goodbye, troll. One join request. Mr. Kickass V. Don't think so. Mr. doesn't have any games. He just joined 1 minute ago? No. He joined like 3 days ago. Has no games. So I'm not going to accept that. Too many trolls. If you just created a new account, I've got to ask you guys to have like 100 games to join a team. Mr. Killy, is that you, Mr. Killy? Ah, so I know you? Alright. So we know you. You've got a new account. The 800 guy. Yeah, he's a troll. He's probably like... Just bust him up in bullet chess. He's probably... he's probably... realistically like 2200 in bullet. Maybe 2100. When he's not pretending to be an 800. The 800 sniper's out of full force. Have you ever used a sandglass clock timer? I mean, not like for chess. Maybe in a moment of desperation, in someone's kitchen. It's probably happened. Jim, you had strong evidence, right? We have strong evidence for the impeachment of the 800, right? Like, I didn't get... I don't know. I don't care. All right, PSG Morwas here. That's good to see. He's a strong player. We know him. I have to join the tournament. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, that's insane. 12 comments. Can I delete these comments? Just to get them out of there? Please be nice in the chat. All right. Sure. Take that to heart. All right. Good to have Nils here. You can hide the chat. Totally hide the chat, right? Yeah. Sadly, that's what we should do. All right. Oh, dude, not again. PSG Soccer Rook. I thought you just got paired with that guy. What happened? I hate the pressure of people berserking against me. It's interesting. It's not PSDG. PSG. We snuck him a little bit there. What does the bishop have to do with d3? Why would you like that square? There's not a lot of options, actually. I guess it's fine. Kind of a tough call on the recapture. Yeah, d3 is okay. It's restricted, and it cuts off my defensive d4. I actually prefer e2 and c4 if I have to pick. But this is looking pretty strong, though. This move, yeah, it's probably good. Not his finest moment. That may not have been my best move, though. Shockingly. I want to sleep, eat, and get a little drunk. Good to eat before you get drunk. All right. I think I like your bishop to e3 now. I'm starting to like it better than before. I wanted to get that e6 pawn sack in. JCS doesn't have the itchy trigger finger like Mr. Coffee. He's just too nice. Truly too nice to be a moderator, JCS, I think. All right. How are we doing here? How's your knight doing? It has a retreat square. Acerbate's favorite, knight c7. I have knight d4. That's looking pretty good too. Wow. You figured it out too. Knight d4. Can't even talk normally. Yes, good call. T dark. I'm liking this. Pin it and win it. Trying for another knight on c7. Or this looks pretty gruesome for black. Pick your poison. That's your choice, eh? Trolley. WJ Loof? What? Trolleys. We have trolleys in America. He's from Pennsylvania, UK. We use trolley here in Budapest too. Yeah, thank you for pointing out San Francisco, the classic. Acerbate. The classic. JCS, you're not in Pennsylvania. What's the easiest way to do this? Just calmly take. Well, Pittsburgh was big for trolleys, right? Oh, that's check. You have check. Why don't I sacrifice my queen just for kicks? Always a good idea. No, not against this player in this situation. My mom is from Pittsburgh, so she used to take the trolley out there. Bishop e5, I mean, it's like queen e5 check. The end of the fun. Fun is over. I can still castle. Mr. Slowhand is back, finally. You're back, I'm back. Thank you, wow. Guys, thank you, Mr. Slowhand, for a huge donation. Let me get to the team, though, because we got some new team join requests. Hold on. I'm the manager. Mr. Coffee made me the manager. Team join requests. Gotopia. Go to play with less than 100 games. Not really excited about that. And then a Turkish guy, which has a lot of games. See, my problem is I'm reluctant to accept people who don't have established rating based on 100 games or more, guys. Then it's likely to be like a troll. So I'm reserving the right to decide who I accept based on whether they have, you know, a significant number of games that we can trust they have an established account. You ruined this, Dutch. Mr. Slowhand with 1,000 bits. Thank you for donating. Wow. That gets it started for the week. Jim has 500. Merrill Dixon with 1. Cardiffian donated 100, and I totally missed that. Guys, did Cardiffian donate that today? Because I didn't catch it before. And anyway, Mr. Slowhand leading the way with 1,000 bits. Got 17 players. Cheers our donations to support the stream. You still think I don't cheat? I wouldn't trust you as far as I can throw you, Nils, but I don't have any hard evidence. False positive. I don't know, man. Can I trust you? You didn't seem to cheat against me. But there have been people who have been banned that I was surprised about, you know. Let me rejoin. Sakarook, just impossible to keep up with him. Every time he loses or draws me, he goes and wins 2 games in 15 seconds. He has some sort of system. The last bit has been cheered in this stream. That's what you're saying, because I don't trust you. You're not going to donate any more bits. You hurt me, man. You hurt me more than I hurt you. Astrobate went looking at this marvelous game. Mornaki's brilliancy. I did not realize my Twitch app paused the stream. We've been missing you. What's up, Astrobate? You're not playing? Guys, I don't take 3-day challenges, so Unicorn 99 can rethink a 5-day. I'll offer you. Antonio, what's up? Another one. What was that great opening you played? The Benoni? Wait, you're playing the Modern. The greatest thing about Europe is 1-liter beers are like standard. Nels, what do you think? Here it comes again. He's coming with the Budapest Gambit. No, you're not allowed to play the Budapest Gambit. King's Indian. I'd love that. Start playing the King's Indian. Oh, there it is. Morales' first King's Indian. He's probably prepared. It's easy to prepare like sleazy gambit openings like Summon on Sound, but not so easy with complete systems like King's Indian. Thank you for the 300 donation, Warnaki, as well. Alright, so here we go. Did anyone else notice Pawnda is fat? Pawnda is totally different from, you know, the Pawnda we had in America. Actually, you can see him duck the other way. Macro Pawnda is in the background. We got Pawndas everywhere. The original Pawnda. You reached every day what? Pro Whirl. You reached some sort of limit? I don't understand. So D5. You're going to play the Potser opening against me some weird Wednesday. What's the Potser opening? You want a Gambit to play against the Birds? Are you serious? Well, you're supposed to play the Fromm's Gambit, but you have to play... Then you automatically have to play the black side of a King's Gambit. E4, you know, F4, E5 is the natural Gambit to play. Arsenal. I assumed you're aware of that. But you have something on E4, E5, F4? I mean F4, E5, F4? What am I talking about? F4, E5, E4. F4, F4. This beer is really getting to me. What am I talking about? I don't know, but Morales is playing his King's Indian with knight a6, knight c7. He hath not... He is not the only one who has done this before. You play the white side of the King's Gambit, you can cope. Well, it's a little different. It's kind of the opposite. I don't really have any other Gambit suggestions for you. Benoni, it is. I wonder if he could go for b5 there. I mean, that really looked logical, actually. Sack a Pawnda. But I mean, I think Minecraft Creeper, I think, to be honest, typically the Birds opening people are expecting quite frequently, you know, to face that. So it's not going to be like a huge surprise. Morales is circling back like a buzzard into b4. I had a game like this a while back. F4, I want to play F4. But if I play F4, actually I don't see anything wrong with F4. Pawns have souls. He should have played b5 when he had the golden opportunity. Whenever I play this setup and play e3, e4 in 2 moves, I'm a little bit nervous. PGS rook? Crush somebody? What a surprise. But what's up with this? He's going to play c4 for real? Arsenal fan had a very similar game with me just the other day. King h1, c4, completely makes sense. Benoni natural Benoniist. There's got to be something for white here. should be a good position. E5 almost works, but he has pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn, queen e5. And knight c4, he has queen d4 check. He's pretty good tactically. First Benoni of his life. Any other suggestions? When in doubt, play a stupid move. That's my motto. I don't see how it works. I mean, e5, he takes. Now what's my next move? Giving me a second chance, a redemption. Mr. Slowhand, 1,000. My settlement. Resettlement of Hungarian migrant successful. My friends jokingly call me a migrant. Thank you. Wow. 1,000 bits, taking him up to 2,000. Single-handedly helping to support the stream here. Am I on drugs or am I a unicorn? I got a unicorn. It looks like. Okay, that's problem. That's a problem. That's got to go. I love the way that Morales is playing his first Benoni so well. Such a natural. So flowing. No, but that was the line I looked at, T-Dark. Black has queen d4 check at the end. Trading queens. Insane donations. This is awesome. Slow hand, 2,000. We had 300 from Warnaki, 500 from Jim this week. Merle Dixon, Cardiffian. Again, I didn't notice when that donation came in. I'm not really happy with this. He has active pieces, like extremely active pieces. I'm going to have to be very careful. Okay. I mean, I don't see an immediate threat for black. And I do have a strong center. But I didn't see a way to break through. H3 is handy. Yeah. F5 is also a good way to trap a bishop. Maybe I should actually consider that. Common way to trap bishops in the Benoni. We could give him possibility of, of ways to sacrifice a piece. But I'm not a big fan of H3 necessarily. I mean, if all I do is like chase him back to D7, it's not necessarily that troublesome for black. I mean, E5 is the main thing. This is what you should be. You should be looking for E5 at all cost. All the time. F5 is kind of a weird move. The Benonian. The Benonian. Oh man, there's some Hungarian word I can't remember. Anyway, the H3 suggestion, probably a good moment here for that. Now we have lots of possibilities. I wanted to play E5. This should work somehow. I mean, I can insert D6, but actually there he has this defense. That's no problem. This is completely okay for black. Is it just me, or is like Morales really good tactically? What would you guys... Why is he so difficult to play against? How can he play an opening he never plays and play it so well? Do you think it's just tactical? I find it like difficult to switch to new openings. It takes me forever to kind of get the hang of it. It seems very natural playing this. Secretly, he's been like practicing the Benoni for 2 years. Just not played it, you know, against the master. Okay. I don't get it. Like, why didn't you take with the queen? And I'm basically telling him how great he is at calculation. Why didn't you take with the queen? It's an exchange sack, of course. It's not the best one. I mean, d6 check first. He resigned? Still not even sure why he resigned. Alright, so just look at this. If he plays queen e5, do I even have enough compensation for the exchange? Computer found a crazy move. Okay, g5, but whatever. Let's just say he plays what he played. I missed d6? Wow. So I didn't analyze this far enough. I just saw d6 queen f7 and I thought I'm done, but I have d7. This is unprotected. d7 just promotes. Because the queen is, I mean, the queening square is protected by the bishop on h4. Did not see it, obviously. So the way I played it, right, you can just take, and then I didn't even think I have enough compensation or not, you know. The engine says I have enough compensation. I could play d6 check and play like bishop e7 maybe. Yeah, I literally have to like trade queens and do this. And then your bishop's kind of funky on h5. But you're a pawn up, Morales. I don't know why you resigned, to be honest. I think there's still play left. Time for dinner. All right. I wasn't really happy with the way that went. You know, normally people that play such line, I kill them. Because I've played it so many times. Queen f7 and then d7. But why is it such a big deal? I mean, I don't have a bishop on h4 anymore. Do I have just like knight b6 or something? How do I control the queening square? Uber driver snuck in, second place. So everybody's here finally. What about... Oh, we have 2 people requesting to join the club. Gotopia just didn't have enough games. That's why I declined them. Nothing personal. It's like a new account. And this player, A1 Hunt, with just 90 games again. I'm not going to accept people who have like less than 100 games. Though then again, you get people who say, okay, hey, I have like 5,000 unrated games. It's not very common, but if you do, like, okay, say something, and I'll let you play. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. All right, so this player, I don't know. He's berserking. He likes berserking. What's the consensus on berserking in 7-3? Does anybody know? Have an opinion? Care? What's the opinion on berserking in this time control? Some of you like it and some of you don't. You have too much respect. You of all people, who beats me every game, I just won't let it die. Speaking of being traumatized, I get traumatized by my losses. Someone that sounds like the last person who should afford me too much respect beats me almost every day. This looks like a reasonable setup for white. I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy about a knight on c4, but maybe that's the lesser of the evils. If I play d5, there's the problem with the fact that what is the big problem? He gets a knight on e5 kind of forever there. The forever knight, which I don't really like. But either way I play this, white is going to have some play. Either way. The problem with this b5 stuff, this Polish defense, is obviously my king side is undeveloped, as you can see here. So it seems really active. It is a pretty active system, but at the end of the day, you have to keep in mind that there's a risk that you're running in lagging development, and you have to be very mindful of that. This guy's 1600. He looks kind of dangerous for 1600. Mindfulness. All right. All right. All right, I've had enough. I'm getting pissed now. He's pretty strong for 1600 bullet. I mean, well, whatever. It's not bullet, but it's berserking makes me think it's bullet. It's 7 + 3, whatever. All right, but he made some positional mistakes. This is a slight problem. You won't like me when I'm angry. What's up, Percy Hepworth? Per se. All right. White's starting to make mistakes. Moving too fast. Now he's losing a piece. Well, he shouldn't berserk against a player who's, as we said, much higher rated. It's not really a good idea, but if you're berserking every single game, okay. He's gonna lose. But the opening was interesting, you know. I thought he played the opening part well enough. PSG. Gonna win the tournament. He's a tournament specialist. F5. It's a little late for him to have any serious counterplay with F5. At least he's on the right track, though. But it's never too late to get checkmated. If I've never said that before, we'll add it to Bob's quote bot. I mean, I could see this going south for black somehow. Queen g4. Queen e6, getting in there. It's kind of hard to finish him off. I don't see, like, obvious moves. Trading pieces, I guess. Sadly, I have stuff to do. Arsenal played 2 4-hour games the weekend. 2 4-hour games? Just 2? Why would you play 2? What possible reason could there be? You play like... The Forian plays 2 games. Interesting. So he's still coming back with counterplay here. I was thinking the other day how hard it is sometimes to finish people off. It's amazing, like when you have a totally winning position, it can take like 20 moves to win a game, even with good play. You went 0-6 and 3+2. Nils, it's your favorite time control or what? Very old man. I know about that. My rating is down to 2340 now. We'll start doing live updates. I like how my screen just scrolled up while I was trying to reach for the rook. Terrible. I need to play more Blitz. I haven't had time to play. I played a little bit yesterday for the first time in ages. PSG Soccer Rook, you see, has a little problem with the inconsistency is making it hard for him to get a streak starter going. We have more requests to join the team. What was that? Pasta Bomb just subscribed. Wow. We had a new subscriber. Aldisto is here. Wow, that's a blast from the past. We haven't seen Aldisto in ages. He's a good player. Quite a strong player. Pasta Bomb just subscribed with Twitch Prime, and they're on 2 months. I didn't even know that you had subscribed before, Pasta Bomb. Did you get a gift sub? That's cool. Thank you. So I've never played a team championship like that, where you play 2 games. Some countries do it. You know what? I take it back. When I played in France, we did have like a Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, 2-game match. You subscribed off stream last time. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. So, it was a long time ago. I forgot. The French team championship would sometimes have matches like Saturday, Sunday. Although I only played for like 2 seasons. Nils, it's been a long time. You know, it's fun to play you, Nils, because you care about the opening more than most people at your level. And like Sunday in the Hungarian Team Championship, I actually lost because I played like a guy who played the Petrosian Queen's Indian against me. Like I never play enough people here on my stream who are really trying to play theoretically professional openings, you know, and so I think it's nice when I play people like Nils who put so much emphasis on the opening. Most people don't care so much, you know, but when I go up against an international master or something, like I did on Sunday, you know, I'm sitting here thinking like, man, when was the last time somebody played the Petrosian Queen's Indian against me? I mean, practically never, you know. Bishop d3. Sleeping on the job. Nils hasn't been studying. And this is such a rare variation. That's why I play it. Could be that he lost a pawn here. It's a pawn sack. There's 2 ways to do this, right? I could get fancy. C takes D, knight takes e4, bishop e4, f5. Which is slightly mental, but fun. Or we can play the more mundane knight takes d5, just simply winning a pawn. No, I think there'd be almost like a case for knight takes d5, knight f3. White has some sort of compensation for that sacrificed pawn. Which is making me want to look at knight takes e4 more carefully. Knight e4, bishop e4, f5, obviously radically weakening my king side. I mean, this is not something you want to do, you know, routinely. Knight e4, bishop e4, f5, with very little development for black. What did I say? Knight takes d5? Actually, knight takes d5, knight f3, or knight e2 are possible. I still think this is probably the best move. The f5 line looks kind of risky. A chess love connection. I'll email you on lichess next time. All right. That's like Bob's Bob's connection with James. They have sort of love connection too. The love boat. All right, so we can argue that white has some sort of... Midnight Rhino, what's up? We can argue that Nils has accidental compensation. He basically blundered a pawn, but his position was correct enough that he has a legitimate case for some sort of positional compensation. Knight e2 might turn out to be a really good move. I have to consider all the options here. Counterintuitive. Even the counterintuitive. Knight f6. To protect my king side a little bit. Maybe it's not a good move. We'll see. I'm going to have to lose a tempo somehow. Whether it was knight takes c3, b takes c, move the bishop. So this is an interesting struggle, I will say. Now we end up with stuck bishop, basically. We've played that game before. It could A, get trapped, or B, it just B. It ends up out of play. There's an argument for just chopping that. Oh man, this is tough. All right. Argument for, yeah, getting the out of here. It's a tough call. I mean, if it's almost trapped, I can play c4. I think this is a very surprising move by white. I mean, it has some logic to it, but I'm totally in shock. It liquidates. It was an impulsive move by Nils. He has an attack against h7. It kind of wrecks his pawn structure. Queen h4, g3. Queen takes d5, bishop e4. That's a problem. h6 looks like a sensible way to chess, or g6. All right, he's got a pretty good initiative and the time advantage, but also propensity to make blunders. Last chance for c4, no, too late for that. All right, I can play b5 if I have to. I just don't want to lose a piece, obviously. b4 is covered. That's not an issue. This is actually really annoying because it stops him from putting a rook on e1. So, believe it or not, it's actually performing an important function here. He doesn't have any sort of tricks with d6. I thought his move knight d5 was impulsive when he had a lot of options there. This is a good game. This is the most interesting game we've had, I think. Arsenal, take care. Okay, clearly knight f5 is not happening. So that's a no-brainer. I love to play moves that are forced. Especially when I have no time. That cuts off my bishop, though. Jeez. A queen. Cuts off my queen. Bishop, queen, whatever. Careful. Man, this seems like the longest game of all time. I've been talking a lot, and it's still only halfway over. Guys, thank you for your support. Subscriptions, donations, much appreciated. We're going to take Wednesday off. Here comes the long diagonal. A6, B5. There's going to be some serious threats coming my way here. I got to be careful. I just said that. I'm going to say it again. B4. 2 and 2. Makes 4. Some sort of double attack could end my world if he was able to fork a bishop on b4 with another piece. I'd be in desperate shape. Man, Nils, you're tough, dude. Tough. Aggressive. Well-trained. The classic well-trained Dutch tournament player. Rook d1. Tell me what that does. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know what that does. Is it some sort of rook lift? He's been reluctant to play knight f5. He doesn't like that. Trading pieces. I like trading pieces when I'm up a pawn. Centralization, it is important. And that probably is one of his best moves, I think. But I just want to know if he did this for a specific reason or it's just the general move. So we're getting a Wednesday stream again? Or does that thing no longer exist? I think we are going to get a Wednesday stream, just not tomorrow. I need the full week of recovery, of jet lag recovery. Actually, my poker game got moved to Wednesday this week, but it shouldn't be a regular thing. That's not why there's no stream tomorrow. Oh, by the way, subscriber stream on Thursday is the next stream, and it's going to be at the normal time. So Thursday, 6:30, guys, submit your games. I've got a couple so far. We're going to do 6:30 CET. I was looking for rook lifts with like rook d3 coming across because the bishop's been carving up his diagonal. White is much better here. I beg to disagree. Being a materialist from way back. Bishop b5. Thank you. Thank you for the exchange. Just kidding. He has positional compensation. What are you doing? Offering me a draw of some sort here? I want more than a draw. God damn it. Bishop d7. I need to find something here. But what is it? Where is it? I mean, he does seem to have compensation. He's starting bishop takes f6, like wrecking my world in this position. It is really a little bit nasty to find a move for black here. I don't know. I'm not crazy about this. Bishop f6 wins immediately on the move there. I have to find a move in this position, but he's threatening knight f5 now. a6, knight f5. I'll give you a draw. Computer thinks that bishop b5 is the only move in this position. Computer thinks that bishop d7 is the only move in this position. Like, I literally have to take the draw in that position. Or play a lost position. Interesting game. It's a good fit. A good fight. Fat. Yeah. Hanging upon the opening. You still had compensation. It's a risky system. It's a risky system I'm playing when my opponent can hang a pawn and still be kind of okay after that. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure I played that badly. Yeah, I don't know if you listened to the stream, but I said pretty much the same. There goes my streak starter. So now PSG rook is just too far ahead. Thanks. Can I hang on for third place? Guys, Aldisto, Morwa, these are good players. We haven't seen Aldisto in like a year on the stream. Yeah, pretty much my sentiments exactly, Nils. That it's funny that my opponent could just lose a pawn cluelessly and everything's okay. But I found it an interesting battle. I'm not sure it was a bad game. I mean, obviously you have better moves than bishop d3, sacking the pawn. It was a sacrifice, not a blunder. He accidentally had compensation. All right, what's up, guys? Uber driver, who did he lose to? The PSG rook? Jim, are you back? Did you calm down? We kicked that troll out. Good call. You know when they answer with like 11 comments in the chat that you're right. It does prove how bad b6 is there. Yeah, that's the point, though. I mean, I have to resort to bad variations to get an interesting game. You know? If it's good enough for Morozevich, I guess. I might as well play the Chigorin. Is getting drunk fast a sign of some specific stage of alcoholism? I thought the people who... Yeah, probably that's where, like, yeah, you're the end. I'm not sure. Ask Nils. He's a resident expert. I'm just a part-time drinker. You got to talk to a student, probably. Gladys Troll. All right. Someone in their mid to early 20s. Practicing alcoholic. PSG Rook, Uber Driver, Sparkle Horse, Baleful, Irun, Dimitrilas, Marwa, Aldisto. You crushed me last week. You hung your queen. Almost. I think you should come back to chess. Oh, I did the Roy Lopez. I was thinking about that today. I picked up a Roy Lopez book and I opened it up, Nils, and there was the exchange variation. I had a flashback to our game from the other day, and I was like, my first thought was, why does anybody put their knight on c3 in the exchange variation? It literally has nowhere to go. I quoted like Capablanca, right? Game, but the only place to go with a knight on c3 in the exchange variation is like d1. That's the only point of that variation, I guess, to play like knight c3, knight d1. I'm basically playing what is it? 4 knights game reversed. Almost. Knight d8, knight e6. Knight c3, knight d1. D2, a3, d2, c4. Usually d2, f1, d2, c4. Those sort of positional maneuvers. Yeah, I mean, the double pawn sort of structure, you would see the knight go to c4, right? It would be knight d2, knight c4. I did that against Nils. How did my knight get... The other knight went to c4. Yeah, Nils, actually, I thought in that opening you would have just played like bishop takes c4. Bishop e4 check or something. That was also good. I don't know what made me play, like some demonic possession came over me and made me play bishop takes c6 against Nils. It was really strange. I was like possessed by a devil. Just randomly like started playing openings that I don't really play. The exchange variation of the Royal Pez. It was weird. The Exorcist. Call in the Exorcist. I started playing the London system. Midnight Rhino. Uh-oh. The ultra tough Uber driver when he's motivated. Has anybody ever seen the movie The Shadow of the Vampire? I just watched it last night. It's like this 2004 Malkovich, Willem Dafoe vampire movie. It was kind of cheesy, but actually very watchable. I don't think I really saw that movie when it came out, or noticed it. Not bad for like a cheesy horror movie. All right. Yeah, we know you have PTSD, Nils. You should have won that game. Wait, what are you talking about now? The other game? You're talking about the other game, right? You said that already. Beating a dead horse. Do you use that in Dutch? Does any other language have that saying? Or is it just in English? The beating of a dead horse. It's an old Russian proverb. Suddenly we've got like a classical closed Sicilian against Uber Driver. Uber Driver, let's think about his repertoire. He's playing like open Sicilian with white lately against me. Now he's playing the closed Sicilian with knight h6. That's a different look. This knight h6, we probably won't find too many games with that move. Actually, I remember encouraging one of the kids that I taught in high school, chess team, years ago, to play the closed Sicilian with knight h3. That's basically what this is. Closed Sicilian with knight h6. I like the beating a dead horse, though. Especially it's thematic, because I'm Sparkle Horse, and this is the Pawnda and Horses Club. Alright. Anyway, Uber Driver, Uber Tough opponent. And we're having trouble. Soccer Rook has got a streak starter now. He's strung together enough wins without some sort of slip-up berserking every game. I mean, I would think there'd be a pretty strong case for punishing the berserkers. That's why PSG has lost a number of games. The stronger players are going to take advantage of that berserk to take him down when he's playing this wild, ridiculous craziness. If you take your time and you don't let it bother you, you know, it shouldn't work. Don't dig a hole for another. You may fall in it yourself. That's a good one. Old Russian proverb. F4, the positional pawn sack. Oh my god. Must take. I mean, recently Uber driver said he had taken my advice and he was going to start playing more aggressively. I mean, this is definitely a sacrifice that you would see in the Grand Prix attack, right? Where there's like a queen coming to h5 or something like that. Bishop on c5, raking this diagonal. It's a very standard pawn sacrifice. Much less standard in a closed Sicilian. You know, I would think that it's not obvious he can just do that, you know, and sacrifice a pawn and claim that, well, he has some sort of compensation. It's like an attempt to be aggressive. You know, I would play f4 probably next. So he didn't want to give me the chance to do that. I actually have played the closed Sicilian a little bit, or these type positions with black. I mean, like g5, f4. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to play this pawn sacrifice he's playing myself in a tournament situation. I don't think it's sound, but in a practical game, maybe. Maybe not so bad for black. Do we have any other players trying to get into the team? How much time do we have left this tournament anyway? This place sucks. Troll on a roll. Alright, I guess we'll accept him. I knew. Nils is back to Call of Duty. Uh-oh. Call of Duty. That's why you're so good at chess. He's been training with Call of Duty. It makes him more intense. Psychological training. It's to improve his competitive spirit. Alright. Nothing wrong with a little shooter game. It's all fun and games. Knight takes e5. So I'm calling the question. I see, so this knight maybe goes back where it came from? Wow, Clash Kid is here. Awesome. Yeah, I'm back to Europe. Good to see some new friends and some old friends. Aldisto, Clash Kid, Nils. This is the point. I mean, I was hoping that we would get... Alms was here yesterday, or... I was hoping we would get the evening streams where the European players could hang out, you know, so hopefully it works out the way it's supposed to. And you guys remember me. Did I say an F word? Damn, dude. He's sacrificing another pawn. My name is Daryl. This is my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl. I won't take your rook, dude. Don't even bother moving it. I wouldn't even bother moving it. There's no way I'm taking it. Alright, that was a deep trick. It was a deep trick to eliminate my white square bishop. So now there's knight d4, weakness of f3. If you're not careful here, you could die quickly with white. What if I sack the pawn back, like d4, knight d4, knight d4? Could be dangerous, but it seems unnecessary, doesn't it? How about just put this knight on e4 and hope that helps somehow? It's a blocker. It's an NFL center. I don't know, man. That's from the Newhart show. It was a really cheesy comedy show when I was a little kid. Knight takes d4, knight takes d4. My king is safe enough. I'm up a pawn. 2 pawns. Sorry, who's counting? Knight h4. That's where's Blobix? He lives for this. So once it gets in there, I'm never going to get it out. Is that the issue here? Is it an issue? Enough to the point where I should actually not let him go in there? It's a good question. I mean, f4 significantly weakens my position. Don't even go there, James. You miss him. Are you jealous? Aren't you? I know you. I know you are. We can tell. f3. I guess f3 is actually the classical thing to do here. Seems kind of weird, you know. Hey, put my pawn like where it's attacked, but if I can consolidate the white squares, probably good to go. Uber Driver has sacrificed 2 pawns, and he has compensation for 1 pawn, I think. That's where it stands. Bishop b2, he's going to play d5 next. There's no way that Bob can have a girlfriend and behave the way he does, right? King g2, and be here for every stream. All right, bishop b2. Goodbye to Super Knight. Clash Kid subscribed. He's subscribed for 25 months. He's not a founder like Bob. All Bob thinks about is whether people are good looking or not. Why would he be offended by that? This is an interesting little intermezzo. That's pleasant. Yeah, stop assuming. Are we allowed to talk about sexuality? Let's not go there. It's taboo. Zwischenzug. D takes E. Bishop takes f8. Let's try to keep it on politics and chess only. All right. Orange man bad. That's what they taught me at the Russian troll farm. That is a huge family fork. Look at the size of that. Damn, dude. Dun dun dun. 96. How are you gonna... Everybody's here. You're gonna lose the exchange, dude. I think that we have a case of Uber Driver maybe not being that comfortable in a closed Sicilian. I know I hate playing the closed Sicilian. Now we have a little issue with the check. So he did effectively find a defense to the family fork. Almost. He still has a strong knight, though. I mean, c5, queen b4, knight f8, rook f8. There's that crazy knight coming into e3. Maybe I should just not let that happen, but... I mean, I'm up 2 pawns. 2 Pawndas. Actually, knight there, knight e3, check, take. Then my knight is almost trapped. Let's not do that. I don't need to take, because he plays 93 check. That's a little complicated. Then I have to take, he takes on e3. My knight is almost trapped. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Who needs a knight? I'm up a knight. Yeah, you're probably right. Take, take. No, I can't take. He's up a rook there. No, he's not. Alright, guys, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit confused. I think that was a passive move to play. It was a very passive move. To play queen a7 rather than queen b4. That seems strange. I think he can have the queen on b4 and be down the exchange and have some compensation. Alright. 22 minutes left. I can't catch up to this guy. He wins every week. He's a tournament master. He was born to play arenas. Uber Driver, luckily, we've slowed him down, but he's still only 1 point ahead. Aldisto's coming up, too, and there's enough time. How does Aldisto get so many points so fast? He just got here. He's actually done well in these tournaments and won in the past. Alright. Morwap probably just played 2 games, had to go to school tomorrow. And, so I don't know why he couldn't play, actually. He just played 2 games. It's too early to go to bed. That's why I do this evening streams. So for this and for the subscriber stream on Thursday, we're doing evening streams, Sunday simul. On Sunday, I'm going to Ketchkemet. It's an old classical chess event city. There was some historic chess tournaments in Ketchkemet. It's like a smaller town, large town. I'm playing my friend Zlatko Linčić, who used to be like almost 2,600. Now he's down to almost my rating. But at least I know who I'm really probably going to play. Unless he doesn't come. That'll be the next thing. Like, Linčić won't play, so I'll play their second board instead and not be prepared. That's probably what'll happen this week. Last week it was the opposite. They brought a special player when they knew that I was coming. Their first board, who hadn't played any matches, just suddenly appeared on Sunday. Dug him up. Jim 100, thank you, sir. Is someone okay to berserk? Yeah. Well, it's working for PSG Soccer Rook. Although his results are inconsistent. He just lost to somebody? Whoa. He just lost to somebody, and he still got 26. Alright, I just want to try to maintain second place. Get me a pairing. Alright. He didn't berserk now. This is like a strategic decision to slow me down. Now, dude, you're just killing me. Why don't you just resign, give me some points, and let me... He's playing Jim's opening. Let me... Yeah, 14 minutes is going to kill my tournament. I better win. I just win. Yeah, you don't get an increment if you berserk. PSG Soccer Rook is never... I don't remember him playing this. The Jim opening. I had a guy yesterday play b4 against me instead of b3. I just play the same setup. That's even better, I think. b4 is just like a totally unnecessary weakening of White's queen side. In this position, it would be d4. No winning. PSG plays bad chess. What just happened? Alright. He can play good, though. Well, I should say. Doesn't always play badly, just when he goes too far. Anyways. Leading is more important than winning. Winning isn't important. It's how you play the game. He's suddenly like playing solid. This is going to kill me though. I mean, the other guys are going to pass me because it's like 14 minutes. He's played every other game in 1 minute. And now he like plays a game where it's going to be like a 15-minute game, which is going to take up the remaining time. The London system of sports. Dude, I was so bored in our championship, when I was like 8 years old. I was on a championship team. It was so boring I would never play again. You'd think like a little kid would be excited. We got like trophies and jackets and everything. Like the works, And I just never ever played again. It was so boring. Literally. I didn't plan on playing c5, but I've changed my plan now. Now I like my position. This looks highly dubious for black. Actually. Soccer rook doesn't really have openings. Same. Well, baseball is boring. I mean, dude, and especially when the games are like 5 hours long. I love baseball, but it's seriously too long. It's a problem. NFL football is almost too long, but baseball is out of control. Yeah, he's just lost here. He's going to lose the central pawn. It's a big deal. It is a big deal. Or is he? He found a way to defend it? No, not really. Not really, but I have to capture the correct way. Like knight c3. Who plays knight b1, man? I mean, that's insane. He finds that. There's a lot of other places to go with a knight. Wait, where is his knight? It was on d2? I'm just having fun, guys. Whatever. I can't win the tournament. But that's not my thing. I'm not here to win tournaments. Actually, I'm playing on Sunday, my friend, whose quote was, "Rating's not important. Title is not important. Winning tournaments is important." That's Latko. So according to that theory, he found a way to defend. Not exactly. Okay, so queen d4. I'm addicted to trading queens. I thought he had knight c3. That was his plan. I think he just lost something. Just a pawn. It's not that bad. Just a piece. Bishop takes a1 question mark. That's a ridiculous blunder. Like bishop takes a1 question mark. Okay. Jim gifted a tier 1 sub to Oliveira Lucas. Money is important. Tournament is not important. Now it's over. Even PSG can't swindle me here. And there's no way he's going to make it run out of time. He should resign. Resign. I thought it was up a piece. What am I talking about? Dude, what just happened? Wait a minute. How did I not win a piece? Oh, that's crazy. Wait, king takes f8. Why did I think I was winning a piece? Weird. Sorry, dude. I thought you're down a piece. Strange hallucination. That's nuts. Yep. I really thought I won a piece. Now I understand why he's playing on. I'm up just one pawn. Feels like more, though. Understandably. My advantage is probably in the 2-pawn neighborhood. Basically. because, you know, these are kind of ominous. But yeah, I mean, I can't fault him for not resigning, you know. He's only down 1 pawn. Who resigns when they're only down 1 pawn? I've only done that like once. Unless it was like a forced win or something. The pawn is somewhat dangerous. This I better win because I need the points. Gladys Troll, there is no sure way to keep yourself interested about chess. You should say like interested in chess. Grammatically speaking. But I mean, I think it's normal to go through periods where you're not interested in chess, you know, and then kind of come back to it. I would think that's sort of normal. A normal way to be. B. I wonder if G4 is the best move. Probably not. But I'm liking this. Yeah, I told the story, I know, a lot, and I'm not going to repeat it at risk of offending you. But yeah, I mean, who do you resign when you're like a pawn down against? I mean, seriously. Oh my god, he has a check there. Mother of all checks. Yeah, this is not that simple. I should have... But what am I going to do? I think you just take some time off when you get bored with the game. Don't just keep playing, you know. Take a week or a month off from playing chess. Definitely. I think that's just a crazy decision. He probably should trade rooks. Not probably. He has to trade rooks there. Normally you don't want to trade rooks into a knight in game, but it feels like this is totally hopeless now. With these pawns so dominant. I think that's the exceptional situation there. Where he needs to do the exchange where you would normally not want to trade pieces down material. Never stop taking your opponent seriously. Because he has these little tricks here. Got to be accurate. Well, it's pretty bad. Just need a little more time. I think it's crazy. He's trying to keep me down. In the tournament standing. By not resigning. I would never play out this position. I'd want to get more points. But he figures I could catch up to him or something if he let me win. I guess he's right. So, technically speaking, He's doing what he's supposed to do to win the tournament. It works. I mean, E3 is game over. So now, like, he doesn't really have a defense. Anything wins. Anything and everything. All right, we've got... Where's the tournament? 7 minutes left. Come on. Time for one last game. Like a berserk. Aldisto has a perfect score. Not surprising. Strong player. He's playing Uber Driver, so one of them is going to swing past me on a win there. Wow. So that game is just massive. Those guys are that far into an endgame? They're in an endgame already? Did Aldisto berserk? Uber Driver's going to pass me. Oh no, Aldisto's up the exchange. Wow. My bad. Whoops. What? What are you guys doing? Hello? Well, Aldisto's really short of time. So he must have berserked. He doesn't have his increment. Oh man. Uber Driver like hung a knight there. Did you see that? Damn. That's it. Resourceful. Winning back the knight. But there's no way to stop it. Where's my tournament? Uber Driver didn't pass me. Whew. That was close. They can only get 2 points. They had both... No, actually, Aldisto. It's a good thing Uber won because Aldisto was on a streak starter. Aldisto should have never berserked. If he hadn't berserked, he might have won the game and maybe caught up to me. He would have passed me with a win. It was a bad berserk. There was enough time to win that without berserking. So it was a bad decision. Uber Driver's tough. I'm playing Yevgeny. This is not the first time I've played Yevgeny with like no time left in a game. I'm not going to berserk. I just don't see the point here. Terrible pre-moves. Well, the knight hanging on e4 was horrible to watch. But we all do it. So this is my game. This is my game against Tormo Robert on Sunday, except I was black. I don't know the theory, you know, and I didn't know what I'm supposed to do here with black. He just played c5. Wow. That might be a move, but it's really a radical move with black pieces. Huh. Huh. I would be scared to play c5 without theoretical knowledge there. I mean, it looks like you're asking a lot. 4 minutes left. Well, the position actually can transpose into mainline theory after this. I'm wondering if that's what he's doing, essentially. My game, I played the more normal bishop e7 here. And my opponent played the move bishop f4, which is very weird and maybe very good, but unusual. But unusual. And I didn't know what I'm supposed to do. I'd never faced that before. Or even seen it for white, because I've played this for white a few times. Queen c7. Kind of a classic strategy. Check. This is probably a good move here. Petrosian. Uh-oh. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. That can't be right. It's like that commercial. He had to play bishop c6. You've seen it recommended by Sockfish? Yeah, I mean, it looked like a professional move that had been handed down to Tormo Robert by some Hungarian trainer, you know, like there's a bunch of these, a lot of really strong opening theoreticians here. I think the Hungarian grandmasters are pretty well prepared, but it seems like, you know, they just don't get beyond 2650. They've got plenty of opening theoreticians running around. He suspected I would play the Queen's Indian, because that's what I do when I play strong players and I'm willing to draw. He could probably narrow it down to that and then just prepare from there. Yeah. But bishop f4. What do I do now? This isn't like... Oh, bishop f4. Did somebody say bishop f4? It's funny, in this position, I was talking about bishop f4, but I wasn't talking about this position. That's really funny. Tension. Tension's killing me. Anyway, there's only a minute left in the tournament, so this game will not count. Aldisto somehow caught up to me. Dude, how did you catch up to me? How did he catch up to me? He snuck up to me? What did you do? Like, you did a draw in 10 moves? That was sneaky. I didn't even realize that. Aldisto had snuck up. What did he do? You know, he got a win in like 1 minute against somebody. So actually, I needed that draw with Yevgeny. I didn't even know it to get second place. What's actually happening in the final position? Did I blunder? Can he play C takes D? I'm only going to get second place, but that's better than third. Uber Driver gets... He gets the short end of the stick, man. What did Aldisto do to sneak into... Oh, he beat PSG Soccer Rook? What? In 5 moves? That's not right. What happened there? I mean, I had to work for like 10 minutes to beat PSG Soccer Rook. And Aldisto gets a win in like 1 minute. Man, it was a miracle. I made a draw there. I didn't think it would matter. But I needed that extra 2 points. What happened in my game with Yevgeny, though? Let's see for a minute. Well, anyway, we'll announce the tournament. PSG Soccer Rook with a very interesting style. Winning the tournament with 26. His performance rating a little bit lower than the other top players, but that's an arena. I mean, the point is to berserk. Get as many points as you can, however you can. So he won it. I managed to sneak into second. Aldisto, welcome back to our streams and our tournaments. He's a competitor. I just managed to edge him out for second place. Aldisto in third. Uber Driver gets the short stick with fourth place. Yevgeny making a late run. Dimitri, Baleful, Jeroen, Marwa played just 2 games. Arsenal fan. Thanks to all of you guys, 21 in total, for joining the tournament. I just wanted to see that last game that I played. Am I blundered after Queen A4? Okay, no. Dude, the Stockfish says it's equal. Oh, that's insane. This is equal. I thought he has C takes D here. Take my rooks with Yasser Seirawan. I looked at this, you know, but I wasn't sure. Okay, he's not taking my rooks. All right, that's the point. That's not a problem. He's actually okay after castles. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Look at this. He's actually okay in the final position. It was a draw. So what's up with Queen C2, C5? It's apparently a move. Engine says Bishop F4 now. Interesting. Threatening Knight B5. Theoretical novelty. Stockfish. So you won the classical shield because you berserked all games. It reinforced your belief. I mean, yeah, that's amazing. You just berserk all games, take the wins where you can get them. Yeah, it's a system that might work. It works. This is a novelty. So C5. So most people do what I did. They take on D5, and there's a whole bunch of games. Adiban Elianov, Dreyev Karpov 2000. So C5 is actually pretty interesting. This is also critical. D takes C4, but I didn't know the theory. It involves sharp lines, like here and here. Something like this. Maybe C5, huh? I was afraid to go into something like that. Anyway, guys, that was my tournament game. My tournament game from Sunday, where I played Bishop E7, but it's kind of a passive formation. Anyways, back to the tournament. Where is tournament? Thank you guys for playing. Somebody said when black does something wrong. It's interesting, a weird and automatic CD5. I mean, I think we might have transposed into something else, but not a particularly... There's something inaccurate about what he did there. I feel like there was something I missed. Anyway, guys, kind of tired. We're going to call it a night. I will be back. Do I have time to take a look at one of your games that you played during the monthly classical against a player 400 points higher? Listen, Oliveira Lucas, why don't you submit it for Thursday's stream? Because we're doing the subscriber stream on Thursday. And if you just send me the message, if you send it to me now in a message on lichess, I can analyze it on Thursday night. That's what I do. And we still have enough room for a bunch of games. So I'll send a message out to everybody like tomorrow or tonight, or probably tomorrow, about the subscriber stream being on time on Thursday, 6:30 European time. That's it. So it was fun. Anyway, it worked out. We didn't have many players at first. We ended up with enough players, though, which was cool. Nice to see some people we haven't seen in a while. Mr. Coffee, you're still here? How are you still here? Awesome. Thanks, Mr. Coffee and JCS, for being mods. And it was a fun tournament, though. It's one of my more fun tournaments I remember doing. Some interesting games. Nils with an interesting game against me tonight, too. Have to take a look at that, theoretically. Interesting pawn sacrifice by Nils. But good to see the older friends that I haven't seen here for a while, like Audisto and Alms, and who else was here? Morwa. Good to see some of the European players. Morales, Mr. Slowhand, though he was watching my streams in the United States. I will be back. Mr. Coffee, I'll be back on Thursday. We're doing this subscriber stream at the usual time, 6:30 p.m., just European rather than American. Friday morning and Sunday night streams. That's the schedule for this week. Mr. Coffee, you're here just for the end. Congratulations to PSG, to myself, and to Aldisto. Again, welcome back. Thanks, guys, for a good tournament. Have a great night. From the Pawnda, grab him by the head. Grab him by the head. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.